The process is similar for proving the double angle for cosine. So this formula is equal to this. So we've got the cosine of twice an angle is equal to the cosine squared of the angle minus the sine squared of an angle. So here's what I mean. If you take, for example, we'll just show that this formula works. So let's do it in a different color over here. So if you were to take, let's say, an angle like 30 degrees. If we plug this in here, we'd have the following. We have the cosine of 2 times 30 degrees should be equal to the cosine squared of 30 minus the sine squared of 30. So let's work with this left side. Here, this is going to give me cosine of 60 degrees. Let's raise that up a little bit so it looks like a degree symbol. Should be equal to, now the cosine of 30 is going to be square root of 3 over 2. The sine at 30 is 1/2. So this is going to give me 3 over 4, and this is going to give me 1 over 4, which is 2 over 4, which is 1/2. So this says that the cosine of 60 degrees should be 1/2. And we know that that checks. So of course, this formula that I've got over here, it worked for this specific case when theta was 30. We want to show that it works for all angles. And that's the idea of doing a proof, is to show it works for every angle. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to grab the left side again. I'm going to break this down into this. And that, actually, let's write that down here. This is the sum of two angles, and we're dealing with cosine. So that'll be cosine theta times cosine theta. So the cosine of the first times the cosine of the second. Now it's going to be minus the sine of the first times the sine of the second. And so that's going to give us cosine squared minus sine squared theta.